Hi guys, so this is the second video that I made. I've recently got a request to make a tutorial for, everyday makeup. If you don't have that much time, well, this is it. So if you're interested, stay tuned. So for the basic makeup, we're gonna need some basic stuff. First thing that we gotta have, I think, is your foundation. Especially when you have you have blemishes all over, you kind of want to make sure that your face is even so that you look fresh and beautiful. The first step I'm gonna use is foundation, but for my girls who have oily skin just like me, I really recommend that you use primer. If you don't have one, then go buy one. You can buy Avalon for already foundation that I've mentioned on my earlier video, my previous video. I mean, they're not that pricey. They cost around 150 if I'm not mistaken. They're really affordable, okay? Now if you want some high-end ones, or you have some big pores that cause you to produce oil, well, this is a very good agent for, covering your pores. I've recently wear this, and this is by far the best pore agents or pore, coverers. Is that a word? Okay, anyway, these are the best product to cover your pores. I've tried several drugstore ones too, and by far this is the best still. And you only need a small amount. I know this is kind of pricey, but you use this on a small amount, especially in your T-zone. So that's basically all. All right, since I'm oily, I'm gonna use a primer. This is the primer that I use. It's Revlon Already Foundation, Perfecting Primer. I'm gonna use this just a little. No, it's gonna be like huge, but it's quite an amount. 2 pumps. That basically covers your whole face. It's really oily right now. Okay. And now we're going to step 2, foundation. I'm using CoverGirl Stay Luminous foundation in shade Soft Honey. Make sure that you want to cover just a little bit of foundation, because if it's hot, if you're going outdoors on your regular day activities, you want to make sure that your foundation doesn't melt that much. Okay, you can use your hands if you don't have a sponge or a brush, a foundation brush. Okay, so you put it here and there. Make sure the coverage is sheer. I still have some excess, but now I'm gonna blend first with a beauty blender. A clean beauty blender, and here we go. I love the color. So after the foundation, I'm gonna use concealer. For those of you who are blessed with no dark circles, God bless you. But for me and most of my friends, we do have dark circle problems. So yeah, concealer is kind of one of our best friends. Right under my eye. Okay. Now I do like to combine my concealers. Well, this one is Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I'm sorry, it's completely washed off. So I'm gonna blend this first with a beauty blender. And for the highlight on the nose concealer, I use Fake Up by Benefit. I'm using this for highlight. I'm using a straight line. I'm drawing a straight line. Not really straight, but it'll do. Alright. Just blend and tap. You can use your finger for this. Okay. Now this is foundation. Now for the easier step, you can definitely use right away your compact powder. Compact powder! You can use this right away, but if you want extra coverage, you can use loose powder, like this. Yeah, I can recommend this because this is really good and really mattifying. This is Revlon Touch and Glow Face Powder. Since I'm oily, if you're oily, definitely use this one, but for the sake of this video, I'm not gonna use that. Straight to the compact powder. Now, why do I use brush? This has a very subtle coverage, but if you don't have the brush, that's like totally fine. Because you got sponge on it. Yes, mine's already contaminated thoroughly. So you can use the sponge if you want more coverage. And use the brush if you want a sheer coverage. Oh, by the way, I'm using MAC Studio Fix in the shade of NC35. For certain areas, I do like to use my, what is this, puff or puff slash sponge. I like to use this for my, more coverage needed areas. And around my under eye. Now what we need to do is, if you do have a bronzer, then please use them, because they're like the greatest invention in makeup history. No. I'm using NYC Bronzing Face Powder in shade Sunny. Okay. Honestly, for those of you who doesn't have a bronzer, this is really optional. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. Now, the blushing step. This is NYX powder blush, NYX in Coral Dream. This is a really good color. I'm using a round brush like this for powder, for blush. So smile and put that blush right up on the contour areas. Make sure you put a very sheer color of your blush. You don't want to look bummed or drunk. Now the highlight. Well, this is not really necessary. I love the glam. Well, you can choose. Okay, I'm using Wet n Wild Fergie to Reflect Shimmer palette in Hollywood Boulevard. Just a little amount of highlight. That glows. Well, this is totally optional, but it's not an option for me. I look like a creep. For the eyes, I truly recommend you for a very natural kind of makeup. Okay, now first the brows. I always do the brows first because it frames your face. As you can see, my brows are totally mess. I'm gonna fill it. So now the brows are done, and we're gonna go to eyeshadows. You can choose one color of eyeshadows, and please use neutrals, not blue, green, or neon colors. I'm using this bronzy color. You can use this one, or maybe this one for your lip. And you can use your fingers, use your sweet little finger. Check out if there's any fallout, and if you do have any fallout, use your brush powder to shake it off. Oh yeah, I forgot what I use for my brows. Well, definitely Anastasia, the brow pomade in chocolate. You can use pencils or like brow definers. So I'm using Benefit their Real Push-Up Liner, and I recently bought this, and I really am liking it. Yes, because it's easy to bring. If you want to wing your eyeliner, then that's fine. But in this video, I'm going to use a very natural eyeliner. So it's really easy for beginners who wants to learn, because just straight to your lash line. It seems like kind of even. Yeah, what's left is one more lipstick. Now please do not use a very bright color, but if you do want to drive attention to yourself, then you can use red. But I'm gonna use Wet n Wild, like the last lipstick, and Bare It All. If you feel like your lipstick is bothering you, then use lip gloss only. The tint, yes, you can wear them, but I don't really encourage them only on the inner side of your mouth, because you will look really pale and sick. And now, You, my friend, are ready to slay today. Huh. 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 Okay. Stop on my class. Work. You see me heavy work. You see me. See you guys in the next video, and if you do have some requests on what tutorial should I make, please leave your comment on the box below. Thank you, and see you again soon. Bye.